करके नहीं गया था। Hello dear students, now I think I am audible, now voice is coming, I am sure, and you can clearly hear me. So, the very first thing I want to tell you is that yesterday we had solved up to question number 10. Okay, those who attended my class yesterday at 8 a.m. must know that yesterday we had solved up to question number 10, and today we'll resume the class from question number 11. Okay, now, so this is your first question today. Today we'll solve some spotting error and sentence improvement questions. Okay, these questions are so important and so conceptual that these questions will definitely be very helpful for you in your examination. Okay, so just pay attention, try to solve these questions, and if you are not aware of any concept, I'll explain it to you and just give your full concentration. Okay, so here's your first question. UNICEF is an international organization. No error. What is the error in this sentence? What is the error? Please try to answer. UNICEF is an international organization. Okay, see, whenever we talk about political parties or organizations, political political parties or organization or committees, we add definite article the before them. Okay, if there is any political party or any committee or any organization, we add definite article the before them. Okay, so UNICEF, we all know that what UNICEF is. UNICEF is an international organization. It is already there. So UNICEF is an international organization. So before UNICEF, we need to add definite article the. So it would be the UNICEF. Okay, it would be the UNICEF. Let me write it like this: UNICEF. Okay, so the will be there. So the error is in the first part. The error is in the first part. Okay, the UNICEF. So whenever there is any political party or organization or committee, we need a definite article the with them, right? So let's see the next question. The boy who studies hard, the boy who studies hard, he will pass with flying colors. Now this question is really very important. This question is really very important. The boy who studies hard, he will pass with flying colors. What is the error in this sentence? This is a very important question. I want everyone to answer this question. I want everyone to answer this question. The boy who studies hard, he will pass with flying colors. Please go ahead. Remove he. Mathematics studies say remove he. Anyone else? Anyone else who would like to answer? Okay, no one is there. Right, mathematics study, you are absolutely correct. Here, this he is superfluous. Okay, this he is superfluous. And anything which is superfluous is an error. Okay, so we just need to remove he. Okay, we need to remove he. Right? Let me tell you the rule. if the subject is followed by if the subject is followed by relative clause, if a subject is followed by relative clause, subject does not repeat. Subject does not repeat. So here the boy is the subject of this sentence. The boy is the subject of this sentence, followed by relative clause. Followed by relative clause. Okay, this is relative clause. From here to here. This is relative clause. Okay, relative clause is the one which starts with a relative pronoun. Who, which, whom, whose, these are relative pronouns. Who, whom, which, whose, these are relative pronouns. Okay, so a clause that starts with a relative pronoun is a relative clause. Right, so the rule is, if the subject is followed by a relative clause, subject does not repeat. So here the boy is the subject followed by relative clause, and the subject has been repeated, which is not allowed after relative pronoun. So remove he. I hope you got the point. I hope you got the point. Okay, let's move towards the next question. Question number 13. As a person who believes that honesty is the best policy, feel that politics are not my cup of tea. Yes. What is the error in this sentence? What is the error in this sentence? Mathematics study, where are you, beta? Answer this question. And Dashrath Saxena, Deepak Singh, answer this question. And I have a very interesting rule that I'll tell you later, but first solve this question. No one has answered so far. Guys, what happened? Is instead of are. Okay. See, here as a person who believes, now 2-3 things I want to tell you. Okay, just pay attention. First thing, this is relative pronoun. Okay, this is relative pronoun. And verb after relative pronoun must agree with the noun or pronoun before it. Okay, if we have a relative pronoun in a sentence, the verb after it must agree with the relative pronoun before it. It means if the noun before a relative pronoun is singular, the verb will also be singular. If the noun before relative pronoun is plural, the verb will also be plural. It means the verb after relative pronoun must agree with the noun before it. So here, as we can see, person is singular. Person is singular. So the verb after who should also be singular. And it is singular. It is singular. So this is absolutely correct. Now you must be thinking that if it is correct, why am I explaining it? I am explaining it because here it is correct, but you may find it error in your examination. Okay, so this is a possible question, right? This is a possible question, that's why I was explaining it, right? So here it is absolutely correct. It would have been wrong if in place of believes, if believe were there, it would have been an error, right? So here this is absolutely correct. Now that honesty is the best policy. That honesty is the best policy, no error here. Then I feel that politics are. Now here we have politics. Okay, now here we have politics. Okay, and politics is singular. So it must be followed by is, not are. Okay, so here the error is subject verb agreement. Okay, because politics is singular, it should not be followed by a plural verb. Now, one very interesting thing I would like to tell you, that here are some words like politics, okay, mathematics, physics. These are some words: politics, mathematics, and physics, and economics, any subject like. So these verbs, these nouns are always followed by singular verbs. Okay, these words are always followed by singular verb. Singular verb means is, not are. Is, not are. Feels, not feel. Because a verb with s or es is singular, and a verb without s or es is plural. So is, not are. Feels, not feel. Was, not were. Was, not were. Okay, so these words are always followed by singular verb. But there is a sweet but. If these words are used with possessive adjectives, if these nouns are used with possessive adjectives, you must know what possessive adjectives are. If these words are used with possessive adjectives, now you must know what possessive adjectives are. Possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, their, our, and its. These are possessive adjectives. If these nouns are used with possessive adjectives, they are followed by plural verb. Okay, if these nouns are mathematics study, not ours and yours. Okay, ours and yours are possessive pronouns. Okay, your is possessive adjective and yours is possessive pronoun. Okay, remember this. So here I am talking about possessive adjectives, not possessive pronouns. Okay. Okay. So if these words are used with possessive adjectives, they are followed by plural verb, not singular. For example, if it is politics, we will use is, not are. But if it is my politics, if it is my politics, it will be followed by are, not is. Okay, so this is the difference. If the word is politics, it will be followed by is, that is singular verb, not are. And if there is possessive adjective before politics, plural verb will be used. Like my politics will not be followed by is, it will be followed by are. Now, what is the difference between meaning of politics and my politics? See, politics means is subject. Politics is a subject, you know. And my politics meaning of my politics is my political views. Okay, so the meaning of my politics is my political views. Okay, the meaning of my politics is my political views. And since my politics means my political views, and views is plural, that's why we use plural verb after my politics. And same is the case with mathematics. See, if there is mathematics, it is a subject. That's why it is followed by singular verb, not plural one. But when I say my mathematics, it means my calculations. Remember, calculations. So my mathematics means my calculations. And since my calculations is plural, it will be followed by plural verb. Okay, so if a subject is used with a possessive adjectives, it will be followed by plural verb, not singular, because I have explained you the difference in meaning. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, wonderful. Let's see the next question. A Tale of Two Cities are written by Charles Dickens. Now, this is a very easy one. A Tale of Two Cities are written by Charles Dickens. A Tale of Two Cities are written by Charles Dickens. So here, a tale. So if there are two nouns joined by preposition, the first noun is considered the subject. So here, a tale is the subject. And as you know that a tale is singular, so it will be followed by a singular verb. So here in place of are, we need is. Clear? Wonderful. This is a very easy one. Let's see the next question. Though the police tried all sorts of methods to elicit information from the public, they remained silent. Now, this is a very important question. Very important concept. I won't say question, I'll say concept. Because questions do not repeat, concept repeat. Okay, so I won't say very important question, I'll say very important concept. Okay. Such questions are very frequently asked in examinations, especially in CGL and CPO. Though the police tried all sorts of methods to elicit information from the public, they remained no, mathematics study. Always remember one thing, that although and though Both have same meaning, okay? Although and though, both have same meaning, right? And these words are followed by either yet or comma. These words are followed by either yet or comma. No other word can be used after though or although. Okay, so either yet or comma. If there is but, still, or any other word, it is absolutely wrong to use any other word except comma or yet after although. For example, if I write although I am busy, comma, I'll attend the function. Okay, although I am busy, yet I'll attend the function. So although can be followed by yet, although can be followed by comma. No other word can be used with though or although, right? Okay, so though the police tried all sorts of methods to elicit information from the police, they remained silent. In this sentence, there is no grammatical error. This doesn't mean that this sentence has no error. This sentence certainly has error, but no grammatical error is there. Here we have a vocab or we can say appropriate word usage. Okay, appropriate word usage. Here the error is about appropriate word usage. And what is that word which is inappropriately used? Here we have the word illicit. Okay, now the word illicit means illegal, something which is not allowed by the law. Okay, so illicit means illegal, and the word illicit means to get the information from somebody. Okay, so the word illicit means illegal. The word illicit means illegal, and the word elicit, E-L-I-C-I-T, means to get the information from someone. Now tell me, as far as this sentence is concerned, which word is appropriate? Which word is appropriate in this sentence? Illicit or illicit? Which word is appropriate? So there is no sense of using illicit, because here we have, though the police tried all sorts of method to elicit information. Okay, so elicit means to get information. So here in place of illicit, we need elicit. Okay, so this question did not have any error based on grammatical rules. Rather, this question was based on appropriate word usage. So such questions are very common in examinations. Okay. Mathematics study, I guess you are not paying attention to my words. I told you that although and though can be followed by both yet and comma. Although can be followed by both yet and comma. Okay, so it is not necessary that you have to use yet. A comma will also do. As you can see, I have given you two examples. Although can be followed by comma, although can be followed by yet. both the sentences are absolutely correct. If you are using any other word except yet or a comma, it will be wrong. Okay? Now the next word, next sentence. Yes. He asked me what I am doing out in the street. Here, see, in place of I am, we have to use was because the sentence is in past tense. Sentence is in past tense. So if the sentence is in past, it cannot be present here. Okay. So what I was. Okay. What I was would be there. Okay. He asked me what I was doing. He asked me what I was doing out in the street at that hour. Okay. Now the next one. Question number 70. Now this is sentence improvement. Please report to me when you return back from Delhi. Please report to me when you return back from Delhi. So here a portion of this sentence has been underlined and you have to tell whether this underlined portion is absolutely correct. If it is correct, then the answer is no improvement, and if it is wrong, then you have to tell its substitute. Okay, so the underlined portion is when you return from Delhi. Okay. See, we all know that we cannot use back with return because return means to come back. Okay, return means to come back. So back is superfluous here. Back is superfluous. Okay, so we just need to remove back. After removing back, what remains? When you return from Delhi. So here second option is correct. When you return from Delhi. Okay, one more thing that here we have back. That's why this is wrong. Okay, and if there were one more option, uh, you have returned. If this would be the option, it would have been wrong because when is always followed by indefinite tense. When is never followed by perfect. Okay, when is always followed by indefinite tense. It is not followed by perfect. Okay, now the next one. Ravi has been demanding a lot more marks, doesn't he? Ravi has been demanding a lot more marks, doesn't he? Very easy one. This is a very easy question. See, here the helping verb is has. And if the helping verb is has, how can we use does in question tag? So this is wrong. In place of doesn't, we need hasn't. Okay, we need hasn't. So here option number 1 will be right. Okay. Now the next one. Exercise is benevolent to good health. Benevolent to good health. See, benevolent. Benevolent means kind or generous. Okay. The word benevolent means kind and generous. Just like Mahatma Gandhi was a benevolent leader. Like he was a very kind leader. He was a generous leader. Okay. Beneficial means beneficial means something that is something that gives you benefit. Okay. Or we can say favorable. Something which is favorable is beneficial. Okay. Beneficent. Beneficent. The beneficent and beneficial, these two words have no similarities. These two words have no similarity. Beneficent means something that helps you. That helps you. Okay. And bounteous means generous. Now tell me, which word is the most appropriate word in this sentence? Exercise is benevolent. Can exercise be kind? Can exercise be generous? No. Exercise is beneficial. So here in place of benevolent, we need the word beneficial. Okay, here we need the word beneficial. Okay, now the next one. He parked his vehicle under the shade of a tree. Here under has been underlined. The word under has been underlined. See, there is nothing like under the shade. Okay, now what is shade? For example, this is a tree. This is a tree. And here we have sun. This is sun. Okay. And if sun is here, the shade of tree will be here. This is shade. Okay. So if sun is here, the shade will be on the ground. Shade will be on the ground. So you can be in the shade. You can be in the shade. You cannot be under the shade. Because under the shade would mean under the ground. Because shade is on the ground. So if we say under the shade, it means under the ground. So we can be there in the shade, but we can't be under the shade. That's why with shade we cannot use the word under. It is always in the shade. Okay, in the shade. Clear? Okay. So next question, 21. In case if it rains, I shall not visit you. In case if it rains, I shall not visit you. What is the improvement, or is it no improvement here? What is the improvement here? See, if is equal to in case is equal to on condition that these three words and phrases have same meaning. If, in case, and on condition that. All these three words and phrases have the same meaning, right? So if here we have in case and if. Since both have same meaning, in case and if both have same meaning, we cannot use them together. Okay, so whether it is if and in case, if they are together, it is wrong. So we can use if or in case. We can use if or in case, any of these two, but not both. So here the right answer would be third, if or in case, like any of these two words or phrases. Okay, in case is not followed by of, if is not followed by so. Okay, now the next one, question number 22. TV sets have become costlier thanks to the sudden rise in the prices of important compounds. What is the error here? Here the word compound is wrong. Okay, because TV sets are assembled using different components. So here components is the most appropriate word. Okay, component is the most appropriate word. Now the next one, question number 23. Because the enemy had a reputation of engaging in sneak attacks, we were frequently on the alert. We were frequently on the alert. This is a very good question and very important word too. Important one too. What should be the improvement, or is this sentence is correct? Is this sentence correct, or there is any error? See, here the use of word constantly would be correct. Okay, because frequently means after a certain interval. After a certain interval. And constantly means without interval. Okay, constantly means without any gap, without any interval, continuously. Okay, and frequently means with a certain interval, after a certain interval. So the enemy had a reputation for engaging in sneak attacks, so we are constantly on alert. Frequently means with intervals. So when we are on alert, it should be continuously, it should be constantly. Okay, so here constantly is the right option. Okay, let's see the next one. Less people came to watch cricket matches this year, so the guest receipts were lesser than last year. Here less has been underlined. "24. What is the improvement, or is this sentence correct? See, here we have the word less. Now, little is used for uncountable nouns. Okay, little is used for uncountable nouns, and less is the comparative degree, comparative of little. Okay, less is the comparative of little, and least is the superlative. Least is the superlative. So little is the word which is used for uncountable nouns, and less is its comparative, and least is its superlative. And few is used with countable nouns, and its comparative is fewer, and superlative is fewest. So here we are talking about people, which is definitely a countable noun. Okay, and since people is countable noun, we cannot use the word less. So in place of less, we need to use fewer, because fewer is the countable counterpart of less. Okay, so we have to use fewer. Okay, clear? Now, the last question for today's class. God has bestowed man unusual gift. God has bestowed man unusual gifts. What is the error? What is the improvement? Yes. What is the improvement? Hurry up. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up. See, bestow is always followed by on or upon. Okay? Bestow. Bestow means to give. Okay? Bestow is always followed by on or upon. So here, option number 3 is the right answer. Option number 3 is the right answer. Okay? Next one. Yes, I told you that it was the last sentence, but let's solve one or two more questions. Many workers were being held hostages. Here, being held hostages is the underlined portion. Now, tell me what should be its improvement. See, here the word were has not been underlined. It means that were has to be there. Being held hostages is underlined. Now, if were is already there, no need to use be, because were and be are same. Were cannot be followed by be. So option number 1 cannot be the answer. Held like hostages. So you do not compare anything with hostages, that I am like hostages. No, cannot be the answer. And no improvement is certainly not there. So here the answer is held, were held as hostages. Were held as. Held cannot be followed by be. Okay. So guys, this much for today. Tomorrow we'll resume the class. Okay. And we'll solve some more important questions. So hope you enjoyed the class. Hope you learned a lot. If you like the class, please share and hit the like button. And also after this class, go to the comment section and give me your valuable feedbacks. See you in the next class. Till then, goodbye.